You won't believe these 10 American towns actually exist. The United States of America may seem to you like a country that has very advanced and developed cities and towns. However, what you may be unaware of is the fact that there are so many towns in the US that are so bizarre and odd and thus are unknown for this reason. If you want to visit the most weird, peculiar towns in the shadiest, saddest of locations, consider this the perfect travel vlog for that. Today, Bearded Ninja Top 10 brings you 10 American towns we bet you didn't know existed. Subscribe to Bearded Ninja Top 10 and click the bell icon so we can update you whenever your next favorite video comes up. Number 10. Scottsboro, Alabama, the lost luggage capital of the world. If you ever wonder where are all the lost unclaimed baggage goes, this is exactly where. Call it the land of unclaimed suitcases and bags. This town is home to nearly 7,000 units of unclaimed baggage from around the world. This unwanted baggage makes its way to Scottsboro, Alabama, in the Appalachian Mountains every day. The Unclaimed Baggage Center, or UBC, receives nearly 1 million unclaimed bags and suitcases each year. All the baggage that gets dumped here goes through intensive tracking beforehand by the UBC. However, if no one shows up to claim their stuff, it gets shipped to Scottsboro. The future of these unwanted items is that they eventually get sold individually. The UBC was a startup that began in 1970 by Doyle Owens. Over the years, this organization has taken over the entire city of Scottsboro, which is approximately 40,000 square feet in area. There's a museum stage there which displays unclaimed items that Doyle finds unusual. However, most of its clothing articles and occasionally expensive electronics and other valuables are found too. Feels almost like a treasure hunt, doesn't it? Once the UBC came across a $20,000 art piece, which was sold later at a disappointing $60. Imagine the plight of the owner of that painting who never recovered his painting. Number 9. Casey, Illinois, the town of huge objects. This one sounds like it's straight out of a scary bedtime story. Casey, Illinois is a town that has been in place since 1834. The town is relatively small, around 2.16 square miles, and has a population of around 3,000 people. However, the strangest thing about this town is that it's known for having really big objects. For instance, there is a pencil constructed in this town which is 32 feet and 6 inches long. At another place, there's a rocking chair which is around 56 feet tall. This town has unusually disproportionate objects constructed around it. Most of the items built in this town are certified to be in the Guinness Book of World Record based on their gigantic size. Number 8. Whittier, Alaska, the one-building town. The town of Whittier, Alaska is a very small one, and the most unusual bit about this town is that all of the inhabitants of this town live in one place. This town is situated around 58 miles southeast of Anchorage. There is one single building called Baggage Towers, which has 14 floors and around 214 people. Yes, all of them live in that one building. There is no other building or house or lodging where anyone lives. This building was originally built as an army barracks, but eventually it grew into a residential town consisting of a police station, a post office, a grocery or general store, church, DVD rental shop, playground, bed and breakfast motel, and a full-fledged health center. All in all, it's a small town with 200-ish people who all live in one building and have made their little life within that town. Sounds pretty cozy, doesn't it? All I'm thinking about is how giant their birthday celebrations must be. Imagine everyone knows everyone, huh? Number 7. Monowi, Nebraska, the Soul Towner. This town in Nebraska is extremely peculiar because its population only amounts to 1. It's basically an incorporated village, but only one person lives in this entire town. Elsie Eller previously used to live in this town alone with her husband, but since her husband passed away in 2004, she's the only person who lives in this town. Guess who's the mayor of that town? Elsie. The bartender? Elsie. That's right. She basically pays her taxes to herself. However, she's almost 90 years old now, so it's possible this town of Manoe will be abandoned soon. Amazed by this town inhabited by just one woman? Wait till you see the #1 town on our list. We bet you didn't see that coming. Number 6. Centralia, Pennsylvania. This town is on fire. The town has been burning since 1962 in a coal mine beneath the town. Earlier, it was vastly populated, but as the consensus of 2010 shows, less than a dozen were left. The town is polluted with toxic smoke, sinkholes, and harmful gas. The temperatures are so high that even the highway ride becomes a nightmare. This fire has been burning for more than a decade without having gained any attention from the authorities, and it is said that this fire may go on for the next 250 years. This town is almost inhabitable now. Number 5. Coma, California, where 2 million people are buried. In this town, which has an area of only 2 square miles, a total of 1,200 people still roam the land, while an unfortunate 2 million are buried. There are 17 cemeteries in this town, and it's famously known as the City of Souls. Number 4. Miracle Village, Florida, the town of sex offenders. This small village-like housing society in Pahokee, Florida, houses more than 100 sex offenders. This town was founded by Richard Witherow, a minister who worked in the prison for more than 30 years. He started this housing development for sex offenders who complete their sentence so that they can successfully reintegrate in the community. Witherow decides who gets to live in this little town. I bet this will be the last place you'd want to visit on your US tour. Number 3. Hilldale, Utah, aka Polygamyville. This town, famously known as Polygamyville, located in Utah, is home to the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This particular sect of Christianity, which is headquartered in Hilldale, accepts and advocated polygamy, which is normally prohibited in other sects of Christianity. Number 2. Nameless, Tennessee. Do you doubt it? Of the numerous bizarre names of American cities, including Ugly, Texas, Peculiar, Missouri, and Accident, Maryland, Nameless, Tennessee is one of the finest. Legend has it that a long time ago, when its inhabitants applied for a post office, they left a blank space for its title in the application form. The U.S. Post Office issued applications back with Nameless stamped on the form. Sounds like someone at the post office loved trolling. And last but not the least, Hell, Michigan, a town that lives up to its name. This town is located southeast of Ann Arbor. It was initially a milling town, but later developed into a full-fledged bootlegging business town. This town got its name for its founder in the 1840s, who, when asked about the name for this town should be, shrugged and said, "You can name it Hell for all I care." Well, we sure as hell did. These townspeople have actually embraced Satan, and some of them are devil worshippers. You can get married in a devil church or buy a housing plot, which is advertised on their website as a piece of hell. There's a fake university with the name of Damnation University, which is shortened as Damn You. Oh my Satan. As for the dining options, you have a Gravedigger Sunday at the Crematory of Screams and a burger joint called the Hellhole Diner. So guys, these were the top 10 strangest towns in America. Which one would you visit first and why? Which one did you find to be very peculiar? Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to Bearded Ninja Top 10 and click the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest and more mind-boggling videos just like this. See you in the next video.